Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard.
Okay, we're gonna get it right, y'all. What's good? It's your boy. Back, Hamhouse Graphics. House Gaming.
Coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
I'm lying head to head. Alright, hope that I don't get my ass busted in this thing today. You feel me? Pause. Quick match. Should I go with y'all? I'm gonna pick the Cowboys.
Big numbers. Big numbers.
Oh no, I like the Cowboys when it comes down to
big numbers.
Them and the Ravens, man.
Foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sons, I'll replace those. Number save, no name, though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like
I'm watching the game today.
16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist. Big numbers. Big numbers.
Possibly.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
So they're set for football in Big D.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
We're going to go random play, man, on the defense. I be trusting a little coach's suggestions when it comes to, the defense. On here, I used to always pick my own plays on offense.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that.
Here's Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the stick. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Antoine Woods busting through to get him for a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Allen over the middle, and it's...
What do hit timeout on me? Do hit timeout?
It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is it's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Now Allen out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Allen going to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
I don't know if you can hear me over there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd and goal, Allen steps away to his left, stays on his feet, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of...
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Prescott now. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 3rd down, Allen. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know offense that can hold up their end.
Operating from the 27 now, second and here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Prescott finding Witten. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Off the play fake. Prescott. He's going to air one out. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Quick six. That's what they call it.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's got a first down. It's a tackle made at the Bills' 43.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Stop your whining.
Second down, Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might pop and turn into a usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A first down carry by Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Yeah, it's not free. Because we're not signed in. I'll sign in here in a second. Watch something else.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 2nd and 5 now. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
The time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You definitely can't hear me over here.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here. Now Allen, and able to find John Brown. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
On first down, Singletary. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. Now the throw on third down and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Nice play by the defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Amazing.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Allen to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To the air, Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Singletary. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, is on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands no matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And nothing there on the... They've got the foot. They'll have to drive at 4-yard line.
That's what
the interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Singletary again. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I watched to the end. Thank you. I took an L.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's out, and he'll fight his way down at 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
I'm definitely not about to throw it.
They go to Elliott again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in the cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines, offense on for 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's caught.
What the hell?
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Y'all seen it. Y'all seen it.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, boys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Prescott, dancing to his left. And into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bills versus Cowboys.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they have the football. It was out the 3-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Are you kidding me?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com.
Yo, he doing too much talking, yo. I don't even
With
know
that,
if y'all
we
can
say
hear
so long from Big D.
All right, y'all. Right on, y'all. Man. The damn Madden NFL 20 challenge. Open online challenge series, man. This is what it is. Thanks y'all for tuning in, man. I'm about to hop on this damn Mortal Kombat. I'll be back live. Oh.